Good afternoon and happy New Year's. Yes, today is January 1st, New Year's Day, and I figured what better way to celebrate the New Year's than to do a bit of media hunting, and we're gonna go somewhere that you guys are constantly asking, when am I gonna get back to? We're gonna check out Savers. I've only been here maybe like, 2-3 times before. This is a great store, but it is a little bit of a drive. It's not really in an area I go to very often, so that's why I don't come out here as often as I would like to, but we are finally back. I knew where I wanted to be today to celebrate the New Year, so let's go check out Savers, see what they have, and hopefully we'll find some amazing deals. All right, so found the DVDs, and looks like they may have been picked through. Now, I want to say they just recently had a sale. I don't think the sale's still going on, but I think they had a sale on all their media, so they may be a little pick through, which is unfortunate. Maybe I should have got out here early when that sale was apparently going on, but regardless, they still do have DVDs, and they do have plenty of VHS as well. I love that. That's one of the things I love about Savers, is the sheer amount of VHS they have. It's absolutely awesome. VHS, 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 and sometimes, yes, VHS as well. So plenty of VHS to look through. That is great. And also music, records, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So again, we're gonna dive in, we're gonna see what they have. Hopefully there are some good deals still left. Well, they do have this pretty cool Matrix Revisited box set. Now, do I need this? Not necessarily. I already have these a few times over, but it's still pretty cool. I don't know, I just kind of like the whole box set of it. I may grab it. The question is, how much will they charge? Is it gonna be the $2.99 or are they gonna charge me per disc? I do not know. If it's only $3, I might grab this. Now, this is something I don't come across very often. This is pretty amazing. Season 1 Part 1 and Season 1 Part 2 of G.I. Joe, the original Rhino releases. I never come across these in the wild, and when I do, it's usually at a store who knows what they have, and they're usually asking way too much for these. These are only $2.99 a piece. I think I'm definitely gonna have to pick these up. Now, unfortunately, disc 1 of Season 1 Part 1 has a few scratches, but all the other discs are in completely perfect condition. So I'm thinking for only $3, I'm gonna pick these up anyway. Well, unfortunately, that does look to be about it for the DVDs. Not too much going on here. They have definitely been picked through. Again, this is about it. Not really even anything to show you guys. They do have the Blu-ray of Youth Revolt, but I already have it on Blu-ray. That's kind of cool, but again, I already have it. And this is interesting. Something else I already have. Batman, the 2-disc special edition DVD release. Pretty awesome, but again, I already have this as well, but it is brand new factory sealed. That is pretty neat, but I do not need it. So yeah, that is about it for the DVDs. Unfortunately, like I said, pretty well picked through. Not a huge selection, so let's check out what they have in the VHS. They do have the Platinum Edition release of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Pretty cool to come across this on VHS. Do I need it? No. If it was factory sealed, I would probably pick it up, but it's been open. I think I'm gonna pass on it. Unfortunately, they're kind of lacking in the good titles on VHS. Not seeing much here either, but this is pretty neat. You guys know how much I love this stuff. They have a For Your Consideration Warner Brothers release here of The Affair of the Necklace. I've never even heard of this movie, but this is so brand new factory sealed. Whoever was supposed to check this one out apparently never did. This is pretty awesome. I love these For Your Consideration releases. These are not supposed to be given out to the public. These are supposed to be, I guess, I don't know, kept, destroyed, something. Not supposed to be at places like Savers, so I am definitely picking this up. Ooh, and Spice Girls. But of course, I already have this. All right, moved on to the CDs, and check this out. Casper, A Spirited Beginning, the soundtrack. I've never come across this. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is definitely coming home with me. Yep, missed it by one day. Look at that. 99 cents, all books, movies, and music. All media would have been 99 cents. I really should have came yesterday. Well, this does look to be about it for Savers. So I did find some pretty cool things. It's just, I probably should have came yesterday if I wanted to get the really good deals, and if I wanted to get them all for $1 a piece, 99 cents a piece. Oh well, that does explain why they were pretty well picked through. So it is what it is. I'm still grabbing some really cool titles, but we're not done for the day. We have some more cinema hunting to do, so let's head on to the next store. And on to our next store, Big Lots, because it's literally right down the shopping center road from Savers. So I'm not really expecting much here. I haven't heard of anything new showing up or any big sales or anything like that, but we're right here. Why not check them out? Wow, is this it? DVDs and Blu-rays on this rack and some on that rack over there, and this isn't even all that filled up. Last time I was here, they had these displays and these long displays here and more displays and displays and displays and displays. This place was just full of DVDs and Blu-rays last time I was here, but this time, not so much. Although I did see this. There it is. TV seasons on DVD, 2 for $14, which I'm thinking since it says $8, I want to say maybe these would also show up as 2 for $14 as well, which is really tempting to get some of those sets that I've been thinking about grabbing, but I still don't know. I might still pass on those. I'm not quite sure, but not too much going on at Big Lots right now. They still have copies of 300 Rise of an Empire 3D for $5. That's awesome. And this I've never seen. Epic 3D release. That's great. I do already have it though, which is kind of a shame because for $5, I definitely would have picked this up. Well, okay, came across a few more DVDs and Blu-rays on this display right here and found some pretty cool stuff. We have Gravity 3D for $5, which I do already have. I do not need that. But I also came across a Monster in Paris 3D release. I'm not sure. This is a Shout Factory release. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea if it's any good. You guys leave a comment down below. Let me know. But I think for $5, 3D Blu-ray, I'm going to pick that up and check it out. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. And another Shout release that I'm tempted to get is Jack and the Cuckoo Clock Heart. I've never heard of this one either, but again, $5, I'm kind of tempted. I think I may grab this one as well. Well, I was going to go to Impact Thrift Store, but apparently they're closed today. So, oh well, good for their employees. Bad for me. All right, we now made it to the Plymouth Meeting Mall, one of the few malls in the area that still has an FYE. I don't get to go into FYEs very often, so we're definitely gonna go in. We're gonna see what they have. It's gonna be very quick. I don't have a lot of time to look around as usual. I mean, again, as I said about these stores, if you really wanna find the good deals, you have to hunt. I don't have time to hunt. I only have time to just hunt. So let's see what they got. Hopefully I'll find some good deals like just out in the open. I don't know, let's find out. Now this is awesome. They have Pokemon DP Galactic Battles box sets 1 and 2. I already have box sets 3 and 4 at home, so for only $9.99 a piece, I'm definitely picking both of these up. Well, apparently somebody who has really good taste, or should I say used to have really good taste, traded in some CDs here to FYE. We have The Fury of the Aquabats and AFI, The Art of Drowning. Absolutely fantastic, but at $10 a piece, I'm gonna have to pass on these. But for only $5 a piece, they do have some Strung Out and an Against All Authority Common Rider split. Definitely picking these up. All right, well that's it for FYE. I did find a few good titles, but really when it comes down to it, FYE has very little in the way of media anymore. It's mostly just, you know, junk like this and weird things and just not media. It's very, very strange how the store has completely changed. I mean, I know media is sort of dying. It's not quite what it used to be, but nevertheless, it's a shame when you go into a store like for your entertainment and mostly what you see is knickknacks and dolls and statues and just anything but actually stuff for your entertainment. I don't get it, but still, I found a few cool things. Well, this mall might not be what it once used to be. It's kind of dead, not a lot of stores left, but they sure have an impressive fountain. Brittany, I found something we have to get for the house. This is amazing. Look at this cool King Kong poster. And it's only $550. Come on, only $550. That's pocket change. What do you say? No. Can't believe she wouldn't let me get that King Kong. Oh well. Anyway, back for my first hunting trip of 2017. It feels good to start the year off perfectly by doing some media hunting, and I think I did pretty well. I got an amazing haul of stuff here, so let's take a look at everything I picked up. So first up is what I grabbed from Savers. Definitely want to head out there, although I headed out a day too late. As you saw from that sign, they were having a sale over the last like 4 days. All media was 99 cents. Oops. So yeah, I kind of knew the sale was going on. I probably should have headed out there earlier, but I didn't. I don't know why, but I didn't go out there. So my mistake. I could have got some really good deals. As you saw, they were pretty well picked through, so I'm sure there was a lot of stuff there to choose from, but it is what it is. I didn't get out there, so I paid full price. I say full price because this stuff is still pretty cheap. I paid the price they were asking, but I still found some really cool deals. So here's what I got. So as you saw, I picked up for only $2, $1.99. Casper, A Spirited Beginning, the soundtrack. How cool is that? I don't ever see this. This is one of those kind of really random soundtracks. You come across, you know, the Forrest Gump soundtrack, the Titanic soundtrack. You see that stuff all the time. When do you ever come across Casper, A Spirited Beginning? This is not a soundtrack you just ever come across. And I have the movie, so of course, had to get the soundtrack. I didn't even know there was a soundtrack to this. This is great. $2 for it. That was a steal. A nice addition to my my soundtrack collection. Then some VHS for, I think these were like 46 cents or something like that. And I didn't show you this one. I grabbed Gravesend. Never seen it. An Oliver Stone Presents movie. You guys let me know about this one. Leave a comment down below. Is it any good? It looked good. The synopsis sounded pretty interesting, so figured I'd pick it up for like 50 cents. Why not? And this is also awesome. a For Your Consideration release, and it's brand new, factory sealed. That is amazing. As I said, these are not supposed to be out in the wild. You're not supposed to just be able to pick one of these up. These are, I don't know if you're supposed to destroy them or keep them or throw them away or what, but these aren't supposed to just make their way out and about. So this is an awesome find right here. This is for the movie The Affair of the Necklace. And the more I think about it, I might actually own this movie. I have one of those 4 film favorite sets put out by Warner Brothers with a bunch of, I think it's a romance set. And I think one of the movies might actually be this movie. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check on that. But either way, I've never seen the movie. So this is pretty cool. Again, these aren't supposed to be out in the wild. When I come across these occasionally, I do pick them up. They're just really fun to have in the collection. So definitely had to grab that. And again, for 50 cents, why not? This I picked up as I was leaving. This was right at the front cash register, and I didn't have this one yet. This is Nickelodeon Volume 1, this here being a personal video disc for the Video Now player, the original black and white Video Now player. So that's awesome. We have some Fairly Odd Parents, I guess Jimmy Neutron, and Wild Thornberry. So that's great. Again, I did not have Volume, as this one again, I did not have Volume 1. So definitely had to pick this up. I love adding PVDs to my collection. And then for the DVDs, as you saw, I did grab the Matrix and Matrix Revisited double feature box set here. This is great. I grabbed this for only $3. They didn't charge me per disc. They only charged me $3 for this. That is great. I do already have both of these and other releases, I think on like Blu-ray or something like that, or another DVD box set or something. But this is just a cool box set in and of itself. And I love picking up these box sets. I'm kind of a sucker for stuff in a box. I'm like, I already have the movies, but they come in a box. I'm going to pick them up. I don't know. It was $3. Discs were in perfect shape. I figured, why not grab this? That's awesome. And then these are so cool. Now, I do have Season 1.1 and Season 1.3 of the Shout releases, but coming across these Rhino releases, I had to pick them up. We have Season 1 Part 1 and Season 1 Part 2 of G.I. Joe. This is fantastic. How cool is this? Again, the original Rhino releases. I remember when these came out, my friend was picking these up, and I was so jealous that he had these. I wanted these so badly, but they were so expensive. He was like this huge fan of the show, grew up watching it. I did too, but I wasn't. This is a show I grew up watching, but it was like this, He-Man, stuff like that. I liked the shows, but they weren't my favorite shows growing up. I was such a Nickelodeon junkie as a kid. All the Nickelodeon shows, all the Nickelodeon cartoons, those are the shows I grew up on. These shows are the ones I occasionally watch, but G.I. Joe is still fantastic. It is something I did watch from my childhood. I do love the show, and I remember just being so jealous of my friend for having these. So cool to have at least 2 now in the collection. This is great. I got to see what episodes are on these compared to the Shout releases. I have no idea, but regardless, even if I have all these episodes already, I don't care. I had to pick both these up. They're just really cool releases. I love them. At $3 a piece, it's a steal. Now, like I did say, Season 1 Part 1, unfortunately, Disc 1 was a little scratched. I don't think it's going to cause any playback issues whatsoever. But all the other discs, I don't think were ever watched, ever taken out of the packaging. They look like they've never been even removed. They were scratch-free, they were smudge-free, they were fingerprint-free. I'm pretty sure they've never been touched. Just Disc 1. So that's awesome. Very cool to find those. I'm assuming those were put out probably today, and those weren't out during the sale, because there's no way somebody would not have bought these. These are just too awesome. All right, so after that, headed over to Big Lots, and yeah, not so much going on there. I was really surprised by how little of stock they had. Last time I was in there, I showed you guys, last time I was in there, they had a ton of stuff, just rows of movies. I had never seen so many movies at a Big Lots before. It was pretty amazing, and this time around, not so much, but they did still have some pretty cool things. Some 3D Blu-rays. What was there? There was Epic. There was 300 Rise of an Empire, Gravity. So definitely some cool 3D titles. If you're looking to pick up some titles on 3D, head out to Big Lots. You might find some. I ended up grabbing one. We have A Monster in Paris. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of it. I don't know anything about it. I mean, it's a CGI animated movie put out by Shout, which is cool. And I mean, the synopsis looks good. The art, I mean, the actual movie itself, the CGI looks really good too. So I think this is going to be good. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Leave a comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. But it was a $5 3D Blu-ray. It's a 3D Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. How was I not going to grab that? That's awesome for $5. And then this also intrigued me. This is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of Jack and the Cuckoo Clock Heart. Again, I have no idea, but it looks really good. I think it's all done kind of in that, like, as it says, Corpse Bride. So I guess this is all stop motion. I guess this is maybe... No, it says Grey's animated romance since Tom Burns' stop motion master. So I think this is done I think this is CGI, but done in that like stop motion kind of look. I think. I could be wrong. You guys let me know. Leave a comment down below. It looks pretty good though, so I figured I'd pick it up in another Shout release. So yeah, leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts if you've seen either of those movies. And then finally, over to the mall, hit up FYE. I did end up picking up 2 CDs at $5 a piece. I had to grab these. First one we have is Strung Out, this being Twisted by Design. This is a great album. Used to have this back in the day before I was an idiot and sold off my CD collection. Now I'm trying to get all this stuff back. So for $5, that was an awesome find. Great punk band. And then this was really cool. I've never heard this, but I love both these bands. We have the Against All Authority Common Rider split, which means, let's see, they both do 4 songs apiece, and that's great. Against All Authority, Common Rider, 2 amazing bands. Common Rider is actually Jesse from Operation Ivy. If you're a big fan of Operation Ivy, it's his other band, which is really cool. Against All Authority is a fantastic kind of ska punk band. I've seen them live many times. Great music right here, and 4 songs each, so that's just fantastic. And $5 a piece, or $5 a piece. I had to pick both these up. That was great. They did have an AFI CD I wanted. They did have an Aquabat CD I wanted, but man, they were priced pretty high. I think they're really banking on the fact that a lot of these punk and ska albums are just getting harder and harder to find, and they know people want them, so they're just upping the price, because a few years ago you would have found them for dirt cheap. Nowadays it seems like they know what they're doing. They're like, all right, people people who are really into punk and ska music want these, and you can't find them for cheap anymore, so it's a shame. But anyway, I had to pass on those. But these are great for $10 a piece. These I definitely would have paid $10 a piece for. We have Pokemon DP Galactic Battles Box Set 1 and Box Set 2, which is absolutely fantastic, because I do have box sets 3 and 4, and if I'm not mistaken, I have the complete series now. That is great. What I don't like about these sets are the fact that box set 3 and 4 are also blue and pink. So it's blue, pink, blue, pink. I don't like that. If you look at the other box sets, they kind of go in a rainbow. It's really cool. Looking at all the ones from, I think, Diamond and Pearl, and then even into the next DP and whatnot, they all kind of go in a like a rainbow. They change color and they look really cool all next to each other. These are going to look kind of confusing because it's like, again, blue, pink, blue, pink. I don't know why they did it. They could have just changed the colors. It would have been more interesting. What were they thinking? I don't know, but still very cool at $10 a piece. Definitely had to grab these now. If I'm not mistaken, I have the complete DP Galactic Battles series. That is fantastic. Just some more Pokemon for the collection. I will one day have the entire series, the entire franchise will be mine one of these days. So there you go. That is it. That is everything I picked up today. Like I said, a pretty decent way, in my opinion, to start off the new year, finding a lot of really cool stuff and doing some just amazing hunting. And man, I can't wait for the rest of the hunting for the rest of the year. But with that being said, it is now time to watch a movie. I know exactly what I'm going to check out. It's one that you guys have been talking up, saying a lot of good things about, and I'm going to check out Sully. Really looking forward to seeing this one. I, of course, already kind of know what the story's about, but regardless, I have no doubt this is going to be fantastic because you guys keep saying it is. All right, Sully. I can see why this was on so many people's best of 2016 list. This was a great movie, and of course, all based on a true story, which I'm sure we all know of, but in case you do not, in case you were living on a rock in the year 2009, in January of 2009, there was a plane taking off from LaGuardia in New York and struck some birds, had double engine failure, yes, lost both engines, was not able to fly anymore, and the captain had to make a decision. Do we turn back around, try to land where we took off from, possibly go land over New Jersey? You know, what's going to happen? Turns out he realized that we're not going to make this. If we turn around, we try to land over there, we're not going to make it. We're going to crash, and that's it. Everybody's dead. So he made the decision to make an emergency water landing in the Hudson River, and did just that. Everybody on the plane survived. Now, when this whole thing went down, I was like, oh, that's cool, that's awesome, everybody survived, and everybody's making a big deal about it. But until right now that I watched this movie, I didn't realize just how amazing apparently that is. Apparently, this does not happen. Emergency water landings, just crashes or anything like that in general, chances are you're either not going to survive or there's going to be at least fatalities, and it's just not going to end well, basically, for either everybody or at least a lot of people. This is a very obviously dangerous thing, and it's pretty crazy, and everybody says miracle. I don't know how I feel about. I hate that word, basically, but it is quite miraculous that this plane was landed successfully in the Hudson River and everybody on board survived. I mean, that is pretty amazing. And from what this movie told us, that's just something that doesn't happen, which has me a little nervous since I do get on a plane every single year to fly to Walt Disney World. And when I read those little instruction pamphlets in the back of the seat about emergency flotation devices and the exits and all that stuff, I think, okay, yeah, we had to make an emergency landing or a water landing because we're flying along the coast. Yeah, we'll be fine, right? I don't know so much about that. From what they said in this movie, apparently there's a good chance you're not going to survive that emergency water landing or the crash or whatever they have to do. If you can't get back to an airport, you're in big trouble. So that's a little scary. But regardless, it's pretty crazy and pretty awesome and just amazing that they landed this. Now the whole story is really based around the captain, who's named I'm forgetting his first name. Yes, Chelsea Sully, who was it basically tells you all about, well, not all about it. It briefly shows you kind of his beginnings of him learning how to fly, and then flying for the military, and then eventually doing commercial flights, and you know how he's been flying for 42 years, and just all the experience that he has gathered over the years, and goes into obviously the crash, and then everything around the crash, because of course, you know, in typical insurance BS, they want to come down on somebody. They want to make it human error. They want to be like, okay, this was you did this, you know, you're to blame. You could have landed this plane, and yada yada yada. And it turns out they couldn't have. And that's what I love about this movie. It's so great, because throughout the whole movie they're saying like, okay, we did these simulations, these computer simulations. You could have landed at either one of those airports. You could turn back around or land in New Jersey. You would have made it. And of course, Sully's like, no, it wouldn't happen that way. So then they do simulated flights with actual humans, and they land both times. And he's like, no. I just love how he goes about this. There's trial, and he's like, this is BS. He's like, as soon as they hit these birds, they immediately turn back around. And yes, if you know exactly what's going to happen, you could probably have landed, turned back around, or landed in the other airport and landed just safely. But there's the, you know, we hit the birds. Okay, now what do we do? Let's go through our safety precautions, yada, yada, yada. And then we make, you know, then decisions start being made. Where are we going to go? It's not just immediate. And they even say like the pilots like trained like 17 times to get this landing right. And it's like, what? Come on. So once they do try to land at both airports, and I'm spoiling this movie for you, but they do try to land at both airports, but giving them like a 35-second delay, they crash both times. So it's a pretty epic and just like really great ending to the movie, where Sully just kind of you know, sticks it to the man, just gives a big FU to everybody trying to like pinpoint this on him, that, you know, oh, you did something wrong. You could have landed this plane at an airport, when he fully knows that never would have happened. They would have crashed. He has all this experience. He knows what he's doing. He's been flying for all these years, and he knows, you know, in his heart that no, we would not have made that. We would have crashed. Edward would have died. You know, I saved everybody, and it's pretty awesome. So this was a great movie, great story, and I remember when this whole thing went down, but I didn't really know too much about it. I just remember hearing about it and then it kind of going away. I didn't really know much about the trial and everything that was looked into, and I didn't know, you know, all the details and whatnot. And watching this and learning all that stuff was really great. So I would highly recommend this movie. I'm sure if you really follow this story, maybe you know all this stuff, or maybe you lived in New York, you probably knew all this stuff. But if you're like me and you just knew it happened, and you knew everybody survived, and it was great and stuff, but you didn't know all the ins and outs of the story and what went on afterwards and whatnot, it's definitely something to check out. A great watch. I would highly recommend this one. I was just glued to my seat the entire time. So Sully, definitely check this one out. And as always with that, I am once again off to bed. But first, let me once again say, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great 2016. For those of you who've been watching me for a while now, or for those of you who are newcomers this year, thank you so much for watching these videos. Without you, I wouldn't even be doing these videos. What would be the point if nobody was watching them? So I owe this all to you guys. It's a lot of fun. I have a blast making these. I love meeting up with you guys. I love that you guys are watching. I love that you guys are commenting. I love talking to you guys. I love all the friends I've made over the last almost, 6 years now? April will be 6 years of doing these videos, and I just love all of you guys. So thank you so much for checking these videos out. And, you know, 2017, I'm looking forward to it. All the new, like, cinema hunting adventures we're going to go on. I definitely want to get back out to, in fact, I might actually very soon go back out to Saturday's Market, which I went to for the first time this year. That place was amazing. Such a cool new flea market. Of course, we're going to go to Jake's, back at the Q-Mart. All the other great places we hunt out, we're going to go to, and maybe even some new spots. I would really like to hunt down some new hunting grounds and check those out. So we're going to try to do that, especially once the spring comes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You know, new movies coming out, and more reviews for you guys, all kinds of stuff. And on top of that, this will be the first full year of me doing more like daily kind of day in the life videos that I started back in October when I lost my my job. Unfortunately, I was laid off. for those of you who remember that or who've been watching since then, I started doing my videos a little bit differently. I started thinking, well, maybe I'll start doing something different, change my videos up a little bit, something a little bit more fun, not just kind of me going out somewhere and coming back and showing me what I picked up, maybe a day in the life. We'll go, to a zoo together or something like that. So I have all kinds of things I want to do. Since I've been doing videos like this, I've been thinking about all kinds of places I can take you guys, things we can do, things we can see, and it's going to be just a lot of fun. I got the Cinema Sickness crew together now, so I'm sure that the four of us will be hanging out and checking out some stuff, so that's going to be great. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This year's going to be really, really, really fun. I can assure you of that. There's tons of awesomeness to come. I'll be heading to Walt Disney World again in October. I'll be going down by myself, so plan on lots of shooting. When I go with my family, I shoot a lot, sure, but when I go down by myself, it's just constant, just film, and you guys get to see everything. So it's gonna be a lot of fun when I go down there. I'm gonna get to see a lot, and it's gonna be some fantastic videos. So yeah, again, a lot of really good things coming this year, and I am pretty pumped and excited, and I think it's just gonna be the best year of Cinema Sickness yet. So stay tuned for that, and again, thank you guys so much for watching. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button, and you're gonna get one. And if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, one of many designs you can choose from, then head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com and get yourself one of these. And finally, if you would like to support new content, just show your thanks and appreciation for these videos, and keep these videos coming your way every single day, then head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness with a simple donation of $1 or as much as you like. Really does go a long way. All goes right back in these videos and gives you early access to most of my videos as well. So again, that is it. Happy New Year and happy 2017. I'm looking forward to spending it with you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.